Right, hello once again YouTube, welcome back to some more from the depths. In the last one, we finally started our fight against the last of our foes, the Scarlet Dawn. We're about to do another battle. We've got a Skyray versus a pair of Magnetars. Or a pair of Skyrays versus a pair of Magnetars. I think these things are just resource gatherers, so this shouldn't be a difficult fight, but I will not 100% guarantee that. I'm still learning the Scarlet Dawn ship names. Yeah, these are resource gatherers. Now, these were not completely feeble in the last battle, so we will have to take a little bit of care here. They did have some weaponry, they do not have much. But I think it is primarily defensive, but I'm not sure. No, those are attacking. Although, didn't do enough damage to cause even a single % of damage, so maybe not. That's actually something I need to do at some point. These Skyrays haven't been retrofitted to the newest versions that have the better ammunition capacity. Or at least I don't think they have anyway, so we should probably do that. I don't know whether we can do that mid-battle, but probably not a good idea to open up the magazines, considering they'd have to do that to expand them. In the middle of a fight, anyway. The other one appears to be just chilling, so maybe we've already killed it. Maybe something's wrong with these things, but they are cool looking for our ostensibly non-combat craft. So maybe we'll have to do some more spaceships someday. Do some actual Scarlet Dawn style ones. I would certainly be okay with trying some different styles of craft. I think two styles we've kind of ended up with in this campaign have been kind of the catamaran surface ships and the flying wing aircraft. Like, we've had other stuff, but that has definitely been the majority of it and the majority of our successful ships. And we seem to have primarily used missile weapons. It's not a bad thing, to be fair. They've clearly proven to be good, but might be worth focusing on some other ones for the next campaign. Might do that again if they work. Who am I to complain, I guess? Well, we take a little bit of damage, or done a little bit of damage to one Skyray. We're firing at the one further away. You guys don't want to fire at the one near you, get a bit more damage. Missiles seem to be quite happy to lock onto it, though. I'm pretty sure their decoy there also just shunted some of those missiles to the front of the ship rather than the back. But yeah, I don't know whether they preemptively say, oh, Scarlet Dawn don't seem to be too bad at the moment, or whether they're probably wiser to temper my expectations, considering these have been, I think, primarily non-combat craft we fought. But then again, I seem to remember the Dark Star being really nasty, and we pulled that apart without too much difficulty, so maybe not. Whether we just had a bit of a hard counter because we fought it with a ship that was out of reach, or whether it was just because that big missile barrage hit it and knocked it out immediately, I do not know, but not like we can't do that again with those missiles, mind you, though. Okay, that one's dying. Focus on the other one, fellas. You've already got that one.
Engaging now.
I definitely think Skyray has been the MVP of the playthrough, though. Like, the Manta has helped at the last minute, but the Skyray has been dependable for ages. And look at them, they're still running missions even now, and these haven't even been retrofit to the newest version. Oh, god damn it, guys, just when I was being nice to you. God damn it. They are quite strong when they're not doing that. So the first time this has happened is that goddamn tail. They need it. They need it to turn at a decent rate, but I could do a thrustercraft tail, but the nice advantage with the lightweight fin is that it is cheap and easily repaired. Maybe it needs rubber on it. Maybe we need to put like a rubber wedge on the edge of the thing. Either way, we'll retrofit them to the newest version, assuming they can reach friendly territory again. I'll help their fonts a little bit, even if it's just improving the missiles. Alright, we got them. Head back to the edge of friendly territory, and you guys could be... Oh, these are two versions out. Huh. Fair enough. Still got the fight, though. Right. Let's do a quick save campaign. Try to save quite regularly. Right, are we best to just hold where we are and take territory, I guess?
Moving out.
So the radar balloon out to take territory. We've still got to have we'll still have a decent amount of vision on them.
Listening. Listening.
You can move up and
Moving
take
out.
that. We have a construction yard built there. See if we can split off and cut to the next one.
Moving out.
Now what's moving around? There's lots of transients. We'll repair the sky rays before they take on another one.
Listening.
Manta's sky rays are still not repaired. Why? Oh, there they are. Okay.
Listening.
That, I would say, was an actual war fleet coming to attack us. We might even try taking it head on with the Skyray, maybe? What have we got? Galaxy Pulsar, Shooting Stars, Casimir, Hellfire. Oh, I don't know, actually. That is a lot. Mind you, we're going to have to fight them at some point. Dawncutter, Transient, Magnetard. Loads of these transports everywhere. Oh, one moment. And we're back. There is quite literally a Hoover being repaired in the other room, hence the cut. For the sake of noise. Looks like they are advancing. But for the most part, I think we're doing okay at the moment.
Listening.
Let the transport
Moving out.
move up and take a bit of territory, why not?
Listening.
Let's move into the right place. Where is their attack fleet going? It's still coming for the Manta. The Manta might just have to stick it out and try and fight them. We need to get a good idea of their ship's capabilities and what they're like in a group fight, so this might not be a bad thing. We have the resources to build new Mantas if we need to, so... if we can break that, their defences are starting to get a bit thin. What have we got here? A Transient, a Magnetar, and the Scarlet Dawn. So the Scarlet Dawn is not really defended by anything at the moment. Yeah, we'll see if we can break that. If we can, we have transports run up for quick repairs on the Manta. And we'll try and push to their base, because they're actually very lightly defended. They have a lot of transport ships, but not many actual warships by the look of it. We could even... how fast are these? They'll be moving as fast as the slowest member, right? Slow the game right down. 48. 48. 102. 104. 52. 105, 105, and 102. They could be really quick, but they're not moving at full speed. We're quicker than them. I think we try it.
Moving out.
Manta is going to run up there, there, and come in with effectively the warship equivalent of a right hook. Or left hook? No, it's right, because it's coming from the right, isn't it? They are breaking off to intercept. Let's fight that. Good news is, we've pulled them apart by doing that. We only have to fight them one at a time now, or in smaller groups at any rate. Probably know our tactics, considering we've used them on every other faction. Right. This way we get to learn their ships individually as well, although we may not have to. Right. What are we looking at? Shooting Star. This looks like multiple forward guns. Oh, that's a laser turret. Laser turret, rapid fire turret. Warp? Is it a warp beam? This might be a warp beam. This ship might be warp capable. We do not have laser defense, but then again their lasers don't seem to be doing a tremendous amount of damage anyway. I think those are warp beams, but... well, if they are, usually they use them to warp when they're hit by missiles, and... I don't think that's happening. It's probably a very expensive volley we just fired there, but... okay. You are advanced. Yeah, they're having to break up. They're having to send the smaller, lighter ships up to chase us, basically. Let's fight those two that are coming up behind us. Yeah, yeah. Oh, a lot of it has actually managed to keep up there. That's fine. Let's make some distance on them. A mad dash to reach the Scarlet Dawn headquarters. It's worked for us before, in a manner of speaking. Oh. 3 blocks are not connected. What have we... What's been hit on our ship that means 3 blocks are not connected? Okay. Okay, this might be bad news. We've immediately taken heavy damage, apparently.
Engaging now.
This may be where we have been too cocky. Mind you, something just blew out the back of that. Okay, no, we might be okay. I think that was due to missiles that haven't fully loaded in. Right. What would be the best thing to knock out next? Maybe that laser craft that's bombing the continual beam at us? What else have we got here? So we have a little Viper-looking interceptor, Gemini. Gonna consider that one not too much of a risk. We've got another shooting star, again, not too bad. I think this is our big issue at the moment, and that Casimir will be when it loads in as well. Was this another Casimir? This is a Demios. Yeah, this is the biggest one.
Engaging now.
A big continual beam laser on the roof. Just stopped firing. Is that because we damaged it, or we've... No, it just stopped. AI dead. Oh, was that one of ours? No, that's one of the fighters. Oh, is that set up to do Seawiz dual duty? It's firing a lot of something. I think we're actually getting them. Their little fighters are disappearing. This thing's a lot heavier than their little fighters, though, so... The other issue is going to be repairs. Even if we make the mad dash, we'll still have to repair. But then again, we can still do our original plan. We can still have it retreat quickly. If we do kill this large Scarlet Dawn force, especially with it all broken up, we can potentially come back and fight them again. What was this? Demios. The only thing is going to be if that Casimir spawns and it's particularly nasty. But yeah, we have to be a bit careful because we know we're weaker where we can't self-repair. Okay, that has got that one. I like how our own ships kind of look red. At least the Manta does in the distance anyway. Yeah, we probably are going to have to make a retreat, but if we retreat through their forces and break them up completely... Oh, we've got something else over there. You're firing at something near the Manta. Oh. No, that's a salvage marker. What is it? Oh, shooting star. Oh, we destroyed it anyway. Alright, this thing, please.
Engaging now.
Oh, is that a twin laser turret? Or a big railgun? Cram? I don't even know. They stacked so many barrels inside each other, I couldn't even tell you what it was. It's lasers. Okay. Continual beam lasers. Oh, and railguns. Uh-oh. Mind you, we had a missile barrage on the way already and it's hit. So several hits from the big missiles. Well, the continual beam lasers look very scary, but I'm not too convinced their actual damage output has been horrifying. Although we should actually check how the mantle looks. It might be horribly scarred. Another big volley of missiles coming in. Yeah, how does the mantle look? It's been fighting for a little while. Oh, of course! The shields, do soak up some laser fire, don't they? Yeah, so the hull's not actually been breached that badly. Even that's taking a bit of laser fire. Yeah, I forgot they blunt the AP, don't they? It's probably had quite low armor piercing, and then even though it's only 2 layers of metal, that's been enough to stop a lot of the damage. Oh yeah, I'd say that was yeah, 1 barrel down. Oh no, 2 barrels down. It's just getting faster though. Does it have smoke? Does it have smoke? I think that might have just been from the missile launch. Seeing our little countermeasure missiles launching, I think they're working. I think those little ones are working better than I gave them credit for, you know? Again, it does have a lot of them. We're about to get some cram hits on a Scarlet Dawn ship. No, nowhere near. I think because it's damaged and it's listing. I think that's going down, you know. So what was that, a Caspia? Okay. None of those are pleasant craft to fight, but none of those were strong enough to actually kill us. Though we have sustained some more damage, so we do want to try and get back to friendly territory when we can. But, if we're quick on repairs, and we can be because we've stolen all their salvage, we can probably make an attack on the Scarlet Dawn itself. Because I think that was a lot of their defences they've burned against us there. When we double checked, they didn't have that many warships. That's probably a sinking warning, is it? Yeah, health below 80% and sinking. It's not been too bad, you know. The Scarlet Dawn are not wimps by any means, but... Ooh, it had particle cannons in the nose. I don't know if we even saw those. It seems the Manta is just genuinely strong. It's not the first thing it's taken on successfully, even. But yeah, we do want to try and get it back to our territory for repairs, and then... Do we want to capture all the way up to the Scarlet Dawn? I don't know.
Listening. Moving out.
Yeah, let's go back to friendly territory fast as we can.
Moving out. Moving out.
Combined air fleet can even back us up. So Star Cry, moving to chase. Don't know what a Star Cry is, but it's high up. Let's fight it. Why not? But just that. Not the other ships there. They seem to be happy to leave us alone. If it is a spaceship, that's fine because we've got our lasers, but I would like to know what we will potentially be fighting. It's over there, apparently. It is a spaceship. Okay. Oh, look at that. Blade wings. That's a cool looking ship. Normal looking controls. What is this thing armed with? Oh. Ah. Wingtip lasers. Using our own strats against us. And our missiles hit it, or is it going to be out of their reach? It's targeting the Manta, which is a little annoying. No, they are trying. Is it losing altitude? Not sure. Yeah, no, I think it's diving. It's trying to target the Manta's wing, but then again, that's not really a problem for the Manta, because the wing doesn't have anything worth hitting inside it. I think it's the shields. I think they're actually helping the Manta's survivability a lot, partly because they're actually working, but partly because I think the AI is targeting them. Again, that means it's targeting something that isn't doing anything. Lasers scything through it now. Certainly an interesting idea for a craft, but not quite powerful enough to down us on its own. Oh, you can tell the fight's over because the Manta's like, alright, back you come. Follow me, kiddies. No, you can't play with the Scarlet Dawn, you've just shot them. Right, we'll return to the... We'll return to the thing so we can heal, and then we'll make a charge. Is there something about the Devil's Curse? Or was that the resource point? Oh yeah, Devil's Curse crater. Godlike airship. So about hundreds of foes over. Yes, they smacked it with an asteroid. I think I remember reading that before. They're coming after us? No, they're moving to defend, but I'm not sure what they're trying to defend. I think the galaxy is the only one we haven't fought yet out of that lot. We'll do a save campaign because that's gone remarkably well, all things considered. Oh, the radar balloon's about to get fought. Let's
Listening. Moving out. Listening.
let's not have that happen. Mind you, not that it's fast enough in any way to outrun that Hellfire, but...
Listening.
Right, you guys repairing now?
Listening.
They are indeed repairing. Okay,
Listening.
then back we go.
Moving out.
We've had to keep making effectively jousting runs at them until we get through. Is that Hellfire going to be engaging our thing? Our radar balloon?
Listening.
It's trying. Alright, alright. Give you that fight.
Listening.
We're not going to be able to win that. The radar balloon's not even remotely armed, so... Let's get a look at what a... What was this? A Hellfire is? Yeah, see what a Hellfire is. It was tiny. Teeny tiny interceptor. Oh, it was this thing. Could it hit us? We're a long way up, right? We're like 2,000 meters. 2,000 and climbing. I think this balloon's trying to hit space.
Listening. Control yours. Moving out.
Can you actually turn around to go that way? Not sure. Oh, forget it. It's fine.
Listening.
Yeah, we'll lose that one. It's fine.
Listening.
Go back to the refinery and we'll have you rebuilt. Meanwhile,
Listening.
now repaired Sky Manta makes its potentially final run. There's loads of transients around, but they're not the target. It will be the Scarlet Dawn. I don't think the Scarlet Dawn is going to have to worry about being half fueled, but it is going to have to worry about us. Now, the Galaxy is coming to attack our combined air fleet.
Listening.
Right. Is everyone fueled this time? Yes, good. Yeah, we don't need repeats of what the disasters we've had before. Right, this one has spawned right on top of us. So why can I not see it? It is here, here. Pause so I can see. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, this does look like what I thought it did. Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember this looking vaguely like a transient without a without any cargo. Maybe that's what it is. It's expensive craft. Ooh. It just took the wing off the torpedo skyrate. However, no missile defense. No missile defense at all by the look of it, so it really doesn't even have a way to deflect our attacks. Powerful main cannon, but it didn't even hit that time, I don't think. Even the chasers are able to just buzz around it and drop missiles on it. They sunk all their firepower into one gun, or all their money into one gun. It is scary, but it's not hitting. Or it hit that one, but it didn't do much. Maybe it's not even that scary. Or potentially these are the difficulty level designs we're supposed to be fighting and every other faction is just jacked for some reason. Because remember, way at the beginning of this, after we had our terrible failure in the first attempt of the campaign and we set the difficulty, I'm pretty sure we did set it so we would be facing some, like... I think we set it so we wanted to fight, like, up to hardcraft. And obviously that hasn't quite worked. We had to fight Godlies multiple times throughout the series, but for some reason the Scarlet Dawn don't seem to be bringing their A-game. I haven't seen any Omega Nightbears, I haven't seen a Singularity or anything. It could have had some really nasty stuff, but I haven't seen it. You know, maybe the game's taking pity on me, maybe they really don't spawn until you're actually on the highest difficulties, but in that time, the Sky Manta has approached its final destination, one way or the other. So Hellfire being deployed. Must have built that to attack us with, but that alone will not save them. Actually, it didn't even come to attack, it's just reinforced there. What are they doing? Transits are leaving. Do they know something's wrong? Anyway, let's save the campaign. I think nearly there. If we do get the fight, I'll run the whole thing this episode, regardless of how long it takes. This may be where we're completely flattened. This may be where we make a joke of the final boss. This may be a good fight. I don't know. But we're about to take on the Scarlet Dawn itself. This will be a good clickbaity thumbnail title one. Begin the battle. If the other transients spawn, we are absolutely not focusing them. We are focusing on the Scarlet Dawn. Actually, or is it better to focus it to get them out of the way? I don't know, but what has spawned here? It is the transients, I think. Scarlet Dawn is wiggling. Right. Focus this one. Let's get these two out of the way. That might be good, actually, that they've spawned first. Not so great for an Alpha Missile Strike, but it might be good in that we won't have them distracting the rest of the ships later on. Because we'll probably kill it before the... I think we'll probably have to kill them both before the Scarlet Dawn will even spawn. We didn't accidentally pass through some kind of a Scarlet Dawn related time warp, did we? I'm wondering, maybe we've maybe the reason they're so weak is because we've somehow, like, one of their experimental ships has blown up, warped our fleet back in time, and we've ended up fighting them, like, just after they landed on Nita or something. Mind you, if it's just after, it's supposed to be fighting, right? Like, lore-wise, I believe the idea is they fight the old Steel Empire, and they are sort of the reason for it breaking up into a lot of the factions it's in. Okay, they're dead already. That's dead already.
Engaging now.
Focus on that guy. Don't like the idea of the Manta spawning that close to the Scarlet Dawn. I'm hoping it'll have time to move. No, Crown Cannon. Oh, little missile interceptors called it. Oh, right, I think those are set to be able to hit Crown Cannons, aren't they? Even if the rest aren't. I reckon that might be drives disabled. Yep. I reckon that might be whole ship disabled. I feel like that was our ships going, get out of here. You're not who we're here for. Alright, here we go. It's smaller than I thought it would be, but let's get a look at her. Let's get a look at the... Here it is. We get a screenshot of this. The Scarlet Dawn, the... well, Scarlet Dawn flagship. The invasion carrier that started the whole Nita storyline. Okay, so we're looking at... What? 2 forward guns. 1 large underslung gun. That's probably not going to be much of an issue, because it's probably not going to be able to hit us. At least 4 of these little laser turrets. No, we've got more. At least 8 of these laser turrets. So I've got a frontal weapon, I wouldn't be surprised. No. Huh. Missile tubes? Are these missile tubes? No, they're not. Huh. This doesn't look too bad.
Now.
Maybe famous last words, but... Ooh. So... Very impressive looking lambs, but not necessarily that effective. The laser turrets are doing some damage, certainly. We don't want to have to endure those for any longer than we can avoid. It's quick too. Yeah, the Skyrays are in trouble. They are taking a lot of damage here. Although one of its turrets just cut out. Is that 'cause it's listing too badly? What? What just happened? Oh! They knocked out that underslung turret. Wow, that was fast. EMP? Where's the EMP coming from? Oh no! Oh, it's dead! I think that turret was full of EMP rounds, and I think we punched through it and they just EMP'd the inside of their own hull. Oh no, oh, there it goes. That was it. I was expecting such an awful, drawn-out fight with that thing. And it's gone just like that, because I think its own turret EMP'd the inside of its hull really hard. Oh dear. Oh, there it goes. Big missile just for good measure. Well done, game. You put a smile on my face right at the end. I wasn't expecting it to end quite like that, but... Oh! Hey! Victory! Well done, the mission is complete. With the last headquarters falling beneath your overwhelming forces and its own accidental self-AI annihilation, the remaining inhabitants of Nita now look at you with mixed views. Some see you as a hero who has broken the bonds of war through bravery and valiant command. Others see you as one of the most brutal tyrants to ever be known in the history of the galaxy through your brutish and merciless tactics. The remnants of the factions will dissolve, and surely new factions and alliances will be born in your wake. You started as a fledgling betrayed youth, brought your forces against the odds, and went on to take over much, much more. Your mind scrambles to think what your parents would think of you if they could see you. Would your distant father be proud of your wealth despite your tactics to get it? Would your mother be terrified of you despite the successes in what you came to be? To have overcome the fear of pirates by being one yourself? Well, we definitely did that. It's hard to say who is right and who is wrong in the world of Nita. However, there's one thing for certain. The greatest engineers are among the most powerful inhabitants here. Perhaps one day even the one who was originally known as the River Rat will find themselves at the feet of someone else who rises up in their quest for Nita. Well, who knows? But we did it. Score multiplier? What is our score? 113. Is that good? I have no idea. Is that good? I genuinely don't know. Part-time, 40 hours. We did it at 35. We actually beat the time limit by about 5 hours. Excellent. What happens if we do just continue mission and just keep going? It just keeps going. Oh, here we go. There's one last bit as well. We'll not go into the night. The enormous wreck of the ancient starship smouldering in the water. The plague that has troubled Nita is finally over. Any survivors of your wrath have scattered to the wind, and those that aren't caught by your troops will soon succumb to the hostile environment. Whether you're a liberator who has finally freed the land from an alien incursion, or a psychopath who has committed genocide on an entire species, is irrelevant. All you know is there is only room for one planetary conqueror in this world. Battle finished. Cool. I think it's fair to say we don't need to worry about clean. Oh, we don't. We literally don't have to worry about cleanup. It's done. Well, would you look at that? We did it. We actually went and did it. We beat from the depths. Hey, look at that last little firework display. Hey, guys. A few little explosions here. Oh, whoa! What? I'm sorry? Has that always been visible? Oh, that was a heck of a thing to stumble upon at the last second. Is that just what the night sky looks like here, and you can only see it through the water, or when it's actually night? 'Cause it was just dark before, right? Weird. Anyway, I guess I gotta wrap it up there. I guess that's From the Depths. Wow. I didn't know if I was ever gonna beat this game. This is genuinely, I recently passed, thanks to this campaign, 1,000 hours of playtime on this game. It took 1,000 hours to beat From the Depths. So God knows how many game versions at this point. I've never beaten it before, not legitimately. Wow, okay. I definitely have some thoughts. I believe I mentioned before I'd like to do another review of this once I finish the campaign. I have finished the campaign. I think I can do one now. But wow, that was certainly an endeavor. Like, I'm glad you guys have enjoyed it. Like, definitely plain to see that you guys have been loving the campaign throughout the about me playing it. Like, even if
Moving out.
a lot of it was like, hey, you could do this stuff a lot better, and it's like, yeah, I probably could.
Listening.
I have appreciated all the help. It really has helped get us this far. So yeah, I don't know quite what I'm going to do next. I've still got some more recording to do today. I might record some other stuff for a little bit. Think about what I want to do next. I haven't. In fact, you know what? I could maybe leave it up to you guys' interpretation as well. I'm happy to take suggestions. There's kind of a few things I'm considering at the moment. The first is having a crack at the land campaign. Having a go at some tanks, basically. Some tanks, military, ground vehicles, all that. I figure that could be a bit of fun. It's a bit different. I think it has a volume limit, so you can only build up to a certain size. I could be wrong. That might have changed. I don't know why I'm commanding the vehicles around. I guess I just am at this point. But let's bring the Manta home. Why not? While I chat a bit, we'll bring the Manta all the way back to our home base on 10 times speed. But yeah, so that's an option. There have been some pretty cool looking custom campaigns that the community have made that look like they could be fun. There's a very recent one, I think, called the Nita Defense Force. It looks very cool. I'm definitely not saying that just because there's some Yamato-inspired designs in there, although that is definitely a big part of it. I think that's kind of the two things I was considering at the moment. One of the other things I was considering for the future, not for now, was at some point maybe coming back to Nita, but on like the hardest difficulty. Although I don't know on that one because we already had a bit of trouble with this one. Like we got through it eventually, sure, but I don't think we'd get very far in the early game, given that our best ships are not cheap. Obviously, the Skyrays can do it, but they're what, 300,000 each, which is not tremendous as it turns out, but it's not cheap either. So yeah, those are kind of my main thoughts. Maybe let me know on that. Like I said, there's a few campaigns. The Nita Defense Force is one. I think Helios is still around. That's another one. I think there's been another one somewhat recently as well that looks fairly good. So custom campaigns is potentially an option. The inbuilt tank campaign. If you guys would like me to do any very specific builds, we could take a crack at them maybe. At some point it'd be nice to build something that could take on the Meg cost effectively, because obviously we never did get quite that far, although we did make something that could do it, and it did live, so that was something. Never got to do it in the campaign, but I will consider doing it in that test run to be perfectly good enough. Frankly, we did it. We didn't cheat or anything. It just actually did it.
Listening. Moving out. Listening. Moving out.
Damascus, I didn't even say. White Tiger Research Facility? Oh, submarine called Water God. Huh. No idea on that one. But yeah. I'll just wait a little longer. Like I say, I'll bring this all the way back to our original base. We'll be waiting with tea and crumpets and, well, maybe not tea and crumpets. I don't actually like tea, but I love the crumpets. We're almost back.
Listening.
A long old campaign from our first attempts where we didn't even manage to live more than a few episodes because the lightning hoods wiped us out.
Moving out.
And then fighting all the way through the Deepwater Guard, all the way through the lightning hoods.
Moving out.
The Onyx Watch, the white flares who put up like no fight at all. A lot's happened. Who else was there? Steel Striders, Twin Guard. Twin Guard had some good moments. So remember we had to fight the Twin Guard and the Onyx Watch at once. That was a thing.
Listening. Moving out. Listening.
Music swelling. Hey, good timing. Let's have a look at our little home base. The entire ship vibrates worryingly. Look at that. That must be a sight to see. All the personnel at our original home base, they've been there for ages, and they suddenly see this thing cruising overhead. And it's friendly as well. With that wonderful parting shot, we draw to a close our first run on From the Depths. Very glad you've all been enjoying it with me. See you guys all again for whatever next time is. Goodbye.